Here we are again, recharged, ready to go, excited about the second half of the season. I'll open it up for questions. Okay, thank you very much.
Wink, how much does Xavier's absence on the back end and wearing the dot affect your defense and what you guys have had to prepare for now?
I think that, there'll be an effect. It could be a good effect or a bad effect. We're going to find that out. It's just, I always talk about to the defensive guys about we control the narrative of every situation, and there's those situations, series of events, if you will, during a game that you got to handle, and series of events during the season. I think we've done a good job of that so far, for the most part, and it's just another injury that we're going to have to deal with, and get ready to go play the Texans.
Is it going to take more than one person to replace him, and how do you see that playing out?
No, I think that you just look at each game differently on what you need for that game, and different guys will step up and step in, and Dane will get more playing time than what he has. He's come along very well as a rookie. All of them. I think our organizational alignment has been fantastic as far as building the roster and continue to build the roster for what we need schematically, and it's going to be a different look. I feel bad for the guy himself. I know he didn't do it on purpose. I feel bad for his teammates, but you got a group of men in there that are just selfless and want to play for each other, and they understand series of events, and they're going to get ready to step up and go play.
Wink, what have you liked about how Dane has performed, and also like where are the areas where you'd like to see him grow a little bit?
I think that he's a student of the game. He takes it very serious as a profession. That's what jumps out at me. He's a really mature kid for being a rookie. I don't know if you all had a chance to visit with him yet or not, but he's very quiet. You got to get him, talking louder and things like that. But I just like how he approaches the game, and the plays will come, for him because he keeps doing the right thing. He's not an error repeater. He doesn't make the same mistake twice, and I think as a rookie he's ahead of the game.
He had played a role as a third safety quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
In your defense. Who plays that role now?
This is a great time for we'll change it around. We'll just see who we have available on game day. As far as different people playing different roles with that. So I know that JP will Pinnock will come in and get some more playing time than what he has, and there'll be others.
What are your impressions of Dameon Pierce?
I don't know who said something to him or did something to him to make him so angry. But that might be the angriest runner in the league. I mean, he is. I'll give you my comparisons again. I mean, old school Earl Campbell, Jamal Lewis. He's one of those big power backs that has great balance, runs mad every time he touches it. Has quick feet, and it's going to be a tough assignment.
Is he the guy you need to shut down?
Well, there's others too. They got great speed. Cook's out there at the receiver, and the receiving core is good, and their tight ends are really talented as well. But I would definitely say that it all starts with him. And that's why he's up for Rookie of the Year.
You anticipate Cook's playing? I mean, he obviously didn't play last week. How do you handle that at this point?
We anticipate it just like we did. 14, Seattle was going to play. Everybody's telling us he's going to miss, and we just go until we hear he's until they give the final who's up and who's down on Sunday. But I anticipate him playing, yes.
Coach, when you looked at your defense over the bye, did you find anything that you said to yourself, we want to definitely hone in on this, things maybe you can do it a little differently?
I think that overall there's some things that stood out to us that we're ahead of schedule on. I think situational football, we've handled that really well this year, and we've been successful at situational football. And all those situations you want to look at: third down, red zone, 2 minute. There's some other things that that we need to shore up, but it's one of those things when you go back and not just look at the last 8 games, but you look at it by game. There's different ways you play a game each week, so you might have to give something to take something else away. And the bottom line when you look at it is at the bye you're 6-2. That's the biggest thing you will look at is you got 6 wins, and but there's things that we continue to work on.
With Nick's injury, how are you approaching?
I didn't hear you.
Oh, sorry, Nick's injury and kind of the thinness of the D line.
Yeah.
How are you approaching that, and what
Well,
can you do for you guys?
it's going to be the next guy up. Hank will come up probably for him, or Ryder, one of those two. Joe and Dave's handle that. But it's just the next guy up, and we have a very solid outside backer room as well. When you're in sub, you call them defensive ends. When you're in base, you call them outside backers. And some of those guys, like Hottie and some other guys, can go inside, especially in pass rush situations. So, we'll just keep hammering away.
Your comfort level with Julian now, he takes on even a different role in terms of what he means.
I don't even hesitate. I'm very comfortable with Julian. I've been since day one with both those safeties, and they're both bright, young players that are going to have great careers. So I'm excited for Julian to have this opportunity. He does a great job communicating on the back end, and I'm glad we have him.